The paper we want to discuss in this video is titled ChatGPT is fun, but it is not funny. Humor is still challenging large language models. It is published on 7th of June 2023. This paper mentions that humor, as a central aspect of human communication, is an important perspective from which we should evaluate large language models and their capability in understanding and generating humorous content. In short, they want to evaluate whether or not ChatGPT is really funny. They focus on ChatGPT as a large language model, and they want to evaluate to what extent, as mentioned, it can understand and it can generate content that is humorous by human evaluation. To do this, they focus on making conversations with the ChatGPT, and they mentioned that at the time that they were working on this, there was no API available, so they've been using wrappers and things like that in order to get the data. In 1,000 newly generated sessions, they asked the ChatGPT via different prompts, such as "Can you tell me a joke?" or "I would like to hear a joke." They prompted it to generate a joke for them, and then they analyzed the results, and they identified 25 jokes as top and repeating jokes. In order to evaluate to what extent the model understands jokes and why they are humorous, they also asked to explain each of the generated top 25 jokes. In order to evaluate to what extent the LLM is able to detect humorous content, they identified structure, topic, and wordplay as key characteristics of those top jokes that are generated by ChatGPT, and they manually modified the top 25 jokes, and they tried to kind of feed it back to it. You can see examples of wordplay, changing structures, and topic in here. These are the top 25 jokes. You can see the number of times they occurred as well. In section 4.2, they discuss some of the examples of the joke explanation results from this methodology. For example, they showed that in this example, they give this unfunny thing to the ChatGPT and ask why it is funny. Instead of recognizing that it is not funny, it generates an explanation which is confident and looks good, but it is in fact incorrect. They also mentioned that in many cases, the explanation was actually valid. Finally, they showed that just playing with the structure, wordplay, or topic is not enough to mislead ChatGPT, which shows that to a good extent, it understands the humorous elements of a joke. And that's it. Thanks for watching.